The England of 1376 is an idea, and a relatively new one at that. North, south, east and west, the commons are united by a language and a ruler. The first is real, the second is weak. In this video, aimed primarily at narrators, we're going to show you how to run the point crawl with examples from my own campaign. Let's dive in. Building the point crawl shouldn't take you too long, and once you've got it built, it's time to let your table loose and help them bring it to life. When we run a Gallows Corner point crawl, we use scenes to build towards a showdown. Scenes have a few things in common. A scene takes place in one location, usually a town, village or city, and its immediate surroundings or across a single 100. A scene is built around a single verb that helps structure what the players will be doing and what they will experience during the action. In a scene, something is happening that the players can engage with and shape the outcome of. This might be a local event or festival, the arrival of a new threat or antagonist, a problem to be solved, a mystery that needs investigating, or an opportunity just too good to be overlooked. Scenes should incorporate at least one scene clock. These clocks, named for something that is changing, happening, or about to happen, tick in response to the table's actions. There is always a positive and a negative outcome. And finally, each scene has a moment of resolution at its end, which can be positive, negative, or mixed. These resolutions should be linked to the table's wider mission to liberate England, but how this is resolved is open to interpretation. So, step 1. Choose the location the scene is taking place in. You will already know which 100 your scene is taking place in, as it is whichever point your table has reached on the map. You might have researched in advance the names of some places within that 100 for the action to occur in. If you haven't and you aren't familiar with the location, you can always rely on the name of the 100 being the same as the principal settlement. For example, in Essex, the 100 of Witham's major location is the town of Witham itself. Step 2. Build the scene around the verb assigned to that point. When building the point crawl, you will have assigned verbs to all the points on your county map. This then is the verb that will define the scene that will take place there. If the verb is fight, the table might confront some brigands or a detachment of soldiers. If the verb is recruit, they might find some ragged outlaws looking to join a cause or deserting soldiers seeking protection and work. If you want to generate a quick event for your scene, you can make use of the scene suggestions included at the end of the Gallows Corner rulebook. These provide a range of options to structure your scenes and are organised into verbs. Step 3. Establish the scene clock. The scene clock determines the progress of the action taking place in a scene. It provides momentum and tension, keeps the scene moving and developing, and builds towards the scene's resolution. Each scene clock should be named for and linked to the event taking place during a scene. Using one of the examples above, if the table are trying to recruit a group of deserters to their cause, name the scene clock, the soldiers are discovered by their officer, an inevitable confrontation. The table must act quickly to achieve their goals. Step 4. Plan the scene's resolution. Finally, you should plan the scene's outcomes. These should be outcomes you are willing and able to change and adapt depending on the actions the table takes during the scene. With our previous example, a positive outcome is that the players have gained trained allies who they can call on to liberate the 100. A negative outcome is that the soldiers decide to flee and turn to banditry. A mixed outcome is that some soldiers are caught, but the rest agree to work with the players. Step 5. Use the resolution to inspire future scenes. All resolutions can be used to develop the world in direct response to the table's actions. If our scene above had a negative outcome, the deserters flee and become bandits, this result should be incorporated into the wider narrative, perhaps in the form of a new minor antagonist. Maybe, when the table travelled to a point with the verb protect, the deserters turned bandits could be the threat that the players need to protect against.